Hi, Kimberly Matthews. I'm back with module 2 on the program by Noah St. John, Get Unstuck Now. So in the last video, I spoke about leveraging time. In this video, we are going to talk about leveraging your energy. So Noah talks about the 4 pillars of your sources of energy. And these 4 pillars of the sources of energy, or as he calls them, the 4 sources of energy, are physical, which is the quantity of your energy; emotional, which is the quality of your energy; then you have the mental source of energy, which has to do with your focus. And then he talks about the spiritual source of energy, which has to do with your vision or your purpose. So these 4 pillars of energy, I call them pillars, he calls them sources of energy. So basically, they all need to be replenished and refueled. When we look at the physical side of things, we understand that the body needs food, nutritious food, it needs sleep, it needs exercise. Without those things, the body deteriorates or becomes weak. And then if the body is weak, it cannot support the other pillars, which are your mental energy. So your mental state depends as much on what you feed your body as the body also needs the mental state to be active and effective in order for it to be supported. Your emotions, they need a healthy mental state in order to be balanced. And what you feed your body affects your mental state, which then affects your emotions, and as much as your spiritual energy also interacts with all the other pillars. So we see that our energy is basically very important towards our success, because it takes energy to take action, and we need to take action in order to have results, and those results then lead us to what we've set ourselves to accomplish. So no energy, no action, no results, no success. So your mind and your body are your most prized possessions. You take care of your mind and your body, they take care of you. So then what Noah asks you to look at as you do the exercises in order to refuel and leverage your energy is to look at and rate these areas on a score of 1 to 10, where you believe you stand, and then in so doing, you basically sort of, looking in and tapping in and raising your energy as you realize, because I think I mentioned it in the last video, a problem noticed or acknowledged is problem solved. You begin to understand or even have an inkling on how you can solve problems when you know about them, but if you're not aware of an issue, then it cannot be solved. So he goes into the why do you need to do certain things, you know, your why to's and why not to's, and you weigh those points. And then he also takes you to look at in these 4 pillars, what are you great at? What do you suck at? Because some people are really great at eating nutritious food and, you know, exercise, and they may lack in getting a hold of their emotions because they let their thoughts run with them. So looking at the thought system really is what drives emotions, because emotions are based on past information. He talks about this looking at the rear view mirror or looking on the windshield. So are you looking backwards? The past, you cannot deal with the past because it doesn't exist. So whatever it is that may be raising up certain emotions, it's something that's happened in the past. So emotions are indicators that there is an underlying story from our past that we haven't faced and dealt with, or that we don't remember as is, but we actually letting our imagination or our perception of the past run away with us. So he talks about forgiving your past, letting go of the past, forgiving yourself for, we all have things that we've done and we're not proud of. So he talks about letting go and forgiving yourself and forgiving the past and forgiving others as well, because I mean, you know, we've all said and done things that we weren't so proud of. So I always just put myself in the physical shoes of the other person, even if it's upsetting what they might be implying, but I can forgive, for they know not what they do. I've been in that situation where I knew not what I was doing and did things. So, you know, it's not just hype to say forgive and you shall be forgiven, because if you can forgive another, you definitely can forgive yourself, and if you can't forgive yourself, you can't forgive another. So because there is no other, it actually is just you meet no one but yourself. Every person we meet is just a mirror of ourselves. It's the other aspect of ourselves. And actually the more annoying people can be, it can be that they are actually raising something in us that we dislike about ourselves. So I've come to the point where if I see that someone is quite annoying, I then look inwards and see, okay, where is this person like an aspect of myself that I dislike? You know, we judge people by our own weaknesses, really. So, you know, any judgment is really just a part of ourselves that we haven't completely embraced and loved. So yeah, he covers that forgiveness, and then that is a great healing for our emotions, and it actually gives us that impetus to look forward instead of looking back. So windshield baby, as he says, windshield. Look forward. Being able to look forward actually also creates confidence. Because you know that, okay, you know, I'm here and I'm looking onwards, and therefore you sort of have focus on the things that you know that you're going to achieve, because you've cleaned the slate, you've cleared the past, and therefore it's just, there's nothing behind you, there's nothing dragging you back. So you have that confidence to move on, to continue, and keep the pace. So he also he talks about the spiritual side, your purpose, why you do the things that you do, and that gives you that energy to also move forward, knowing that you are part of the whole, you're the collective, there is no other, it's basically just the one. So you know, that gives you that energy and focus to look forward. So he also introduces an exercise here that's really exciting. It's called Futurepasting. So it's like talking about something as though it has already happened, and you talk about it as though you are recollecting what has happened. Like, do you remember that time we went on holiday and we did this and that, and oh, it was so exciting? And you know, you get excited about something as though it's already happened. So your goals, you know, you talk about them as though they've already happened. It's quite an exciting exercise to play. So then he also covers gratitude, how gratitude is a forward propeller, in a way that when you're grateful, it's hard to be sad or to even think negative. So gratitude is great fuel for our emotions as well as our focus. Gratitude keeps us in the now, in the present moment. And when you're present, you can then focus on your goals and have that energy to keep going. So if you want any more information about this program, I have put below the video, I put a link. You can click on that and just have a look at Noah's webpage. Also including below there some information about other products and products from Noah St. John, and some free ebooks that he offers, as well as the Afformations link. I'm just going to go into a few affirmations right now. As explained in the last video, affirmations are basically questions that raise your vibration. Most people would ask questions like, oh, why is this happening to me? When things go south, they go, oh, why this happens to me? And unfortunately, those questions only make things worse, because you know, it just brings more of that. It brings things into focus. Questions open the space for more. So ask the right questions, you then begin to shift the energy. So instead of asking why things are blah blah blah, whatever that pulls your energy down, ask questions that are on the positive side, like, why am I so lucky? Why do I leverage my physical energy so well? Why do I love eating my food in a healthy way? Why do I prepare the most nutritious foods for my body? Why do I love exercising and moving my body? Why do I enjoy taking breaks and using goal-free zones? Okay, so goal-free zones are basically those times when you don't press on yourself to always be on the rush, meeting goals. You give yourself a break from time to time and just go goal-free zone, just to regroup and to relax. He talks about the 90-minute process where you do 90 minutes of work and take a break and do exercise, take a walk, read a book, or and then get back and work for another 90 minutes and then take a break. That is so awesome. Yeah, it really works. It refuels you because you give yourself the space from time to time, and that's definitely a great way to improve efficiency. So, another affirmation. Why do I know what I can do? That I can do what I set out to do? Oh, why do I always know that I can do what I set out to do? Why am I so confident? Why do I know my purpose on earth? Why am I so grateful for the gifts of my life? Why am I so confident that I am the gift of great magnitude? Why am I so grateful for all that life has to offer? Why do I have so much? Why do I love so much? Why am I so great at forgiving and forgetting? Why am I so great at creating? Why do I love my body so much? Why am I so healthy and fit? So basically, affirmations are about asking questions that are light. They give you energy, they give you a break, really. They give you a break. They're not heavy questions. They're not blaming questions. They are happy questions that raise your energy. So that's the end of this video. I thank you so much for watching, and again, information at the bottom of the video about where to get Noah St. John's products. And I look forward to any feedback, information, comments. Just put them at the bottom of the video. And yes, I will be back with the next video on relationships, leveraging your relationships. See you next time. Blessings.